With that, the 2020 Republican National Convention is underway. RNC Chair Ronna McDaniel doing the honors in Charlotte, North Carolina this morning. Earlier this morning, former Wisconsin Governor Scott Walker had the honor of officially nominating Vice President Mike Pence, or renominating him once again for the position. This is a convention that already looks a lot different than the DNC, which was headquartered in Milwaukee, though largely occurred elsewhere. We are joined live this noon hour by Chris Walker, Trump Victory Regional Communications Director. Chris, appreciate your time. Let's start on that theme. Though obviously scaled back from your original plan, there is a greater physical presence of the Republican convention in Charlotte than what we saw here in Milwaukee. Can you give us an idea of what the next few days look like?
That's right. I was actually in Milwaukee last week for what we thought would be the Democrat convention, and honestly, we saw more things in Delaware than Joe Biden's home state. So that was disappointing for Wisconsinites and disappointing for anyone who was trying to follow the political campaign. And what we saw last week was the president, the vice president, and Eric Trump and others come to Wisconsin as well. So, for Joe Biden, someone who hasn't in Wisconsin since 2018, that's a struggle. But from our perspective, we're excited this week. We're going to see a big contrast in terms of hearing from regular folks, but more people, not Hollywood elites and not career politicians, but people who are actually impacted by the president's 4 years and the positive results that he's gotten, and kind of seeing a vision for what he's laying out for the next 4.
Chris, the president and Team Trump, as you indicated, have made a calculated decision to continue campaigning in person, and in part at least doing some of the convention there in person. How do you reach that calculation and contrast that with the Democrats saying it's not safe to travel right now during the pandemic, that we're doing the responsible thing? Why is your message and your way the right approach?
Well, I reject the notion that you can't do campaigning safely. We take precautions. We make sure that folks are having masks. We're making sure that folks are, trying to appropriately social distance, just like any business is trying to reopen, just like any industry is trying to get back to work. So are we as a campaign. Democrats seem to make a calculation that they want to hide Joe Biden in the basement just because they know that he is unimpressive out on the campaign trail. So instead of trying to stand up for issues and try to, kind of get their guy out there, they're trying to keep us from getting out there and doing what we think is our job and our work to make sure that the president speaks to voters directly, and that's what we're going to do.
Chris Walker with the Trump campaign. Chris, appreciate your time this afternoon, and we'll be checking with you throughout the week. Appreciate it very much.